The 5 Things series is where we take a long derided film and fly the flag for the things that these movies actually got right, even if people hate them. And today I'm going to take on what is considered the ultimate bad movie. Plan 9 from Outer Space. And it's not difficult for me to find 5 things this time, because this movie is great. I love Plan 9, and not in an ironic hipster way, genuinely love it. Let's begin. It's the perfect Halloween movie. Yes, this one is a very personal opinion, so I don't have a lot of material arguments to prop this one up. I even said in my Batman and Robin video that just because something is entertaining, that's not a strong argument. But still, I think Plan 9 should be in the upper echelons of Halloween movie fare. A good bad movie is one enjoyed with friends. But a rare bad movie is one you can watch by yourself at any time. Like I had to last Halloween, with my spiced pumpkin Irish cream and my spiced pumpkin chai latte candle and wearing my Hocus Pocus t-shirt. Obviously, this is not all I'll say. I'm going to talk more about that Ed Wood magic, but for now, this is a movie in classic black and white with aliens, zombies and vampires. Technically, which makes it a perfect film for Halloween viewing. Do it yourself. Director Robert Rodriguez once said of filmmaking, "You can get rid of the problem one of 2 ways. You can do it creatively, or you can wash it away with the money hose." Ed Wood was many things in his life, but a man with a hose was not one of them. With the use of stock footage, can't see the seam, wobbly saucers, tasteful drapery inside of the spaceship, and the hastily put together cockpit, Plan 9 has the vibe of a Blue Peter episode where they'd grab what they could and get crafty. It's the attitude of, let's put on a show. And I am here for the ride. Every movie is a mini miracle to get made, and ones with low budgets, or more likely for Ed Wood, no budget, even more so. Managing to bring together the people, and the equipment, and the sticky back plastic, and Ed Wood managed to do this several times. Ed Wood Jr. Miracle Man. Monster Mash. I have always been a sucker for team-up movies of classic characters, and I particularly love Monster Mash movies. And I was so looking forward to Universal's Dark Universe, until Tom Cruise came in and ruined everything! In my opinion, almost any movie can be vastly improved by having a vampire and a Frankenstein's monster on screen together, and Plan 9 delivers. Bela Lugosi, Vampira, Tor Johnson, the amazing Criswell, and Paul Marco reprising his role as Kelton the Cop, thereby establishing the Ed Wood extended universe. Granted, we never get to see all or even really most of them in the same scene together, but this is the only movie that all of these icons of horror star in. And the best element of this Fright Club was, though this was Bella's last movie, and that was only because Ed cobbled together some random footage he had of Lugosi mucking about in his back garden, by doing so he was able to realise one of his friend's final wishes. To be in a film with the maven of monster movies herself, Vampira. Not only that, but in this movie, they're married. So yeah, chew that over for a bit. Bella, My sweet Bella. Even at the end, after years of struggles, Bela Lugosi was still so good, so class. He was the first true sexy vampire.
Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make.
Oh, Bella. I know it's part of the movie, but we didn't need a voiceover to explain to us Bella's grief at his wife's passing. He tells us, without words, everything we need to know in what ended up being his final performance. Oh, Bella. It is sad that the worst movie ever made was his last movie. But it was also lovely to see him in his full Dracula regalia one last time. And that was what he was dressed in when he was finally laid to rest. Rest in peace, my love. Ed Wood Jr. Visionary. There's just no movie like an Ed Wood movie. However, so often, his vision would outstrip his capability. That, and Ed's insistence on doing every single job himself. But was he really that bad? A contentious thing to ask, I know. Especially if you've seen the wonky sets. Or that famous scene of the cops in the graveyard, where the actor kept mucking about with the gun prop just to see how much he could get away with, and Ed Wood never told him to stop.
I gotta say, I do like his trench coat.
It's a nice coat.
It's a nice coat.
It's a shame it's so full of bullet holes.
But is it fair to call him the worst director of all time? He was creative, enthusiastic. His movie concepts were never that more ridiculous than any other 50s sci-fi, and when working with certain actors could create something wonderfully, uniquely Ed Wood. Perhaps if he had the resources for the effects and someone being paid specifically just to slap his hand away when he reached for every job, he could have made what he actually envisioned. I just wish I could pop into an alternative universe and give him the money he would have needed to make his movies look half decent and just see where that would have taken his career. You might think that that would have been a waste of money, but maybe we would now have the Ed Wood extended universe that we actually deserve. People who knew him have called him everything from a genius to a used car salesman. How did he never succeed in Hollywood? I've always felt, though I do love Ed's films, the wasted potential of Ed Wood was a very sad part of his story. Oh, well, that's a gloomy ending. All he wanted to do was make movies and wear Angora. And I guess he did, didn't he? It is sad he never got to see the love, ironic or no, his movies would later receive. Maybe he would enjoy it, and he would definitely capitalise on it. Ed Wood Extended Universe! Plan 9 is a combination of camp, comedy, and creepiness that personifies the spooky season. So this Halloween, when things become unknown, mysterious, and unexplainable, why not pop on this film and spare a kind thought to that quirky man behind the camera who just wanted to make his dreams come true?